Why am I so desensitized to violence? Why is the shock factor of anything violent gone? Why does it take me thinking to have to know how to feel about violence? Well, I'll explain it to you real quick. As far as from my perspective, when violent things happen so often, it's natural for me to just push them in the back of my head. When people you know pass, even if you weren't close to them, if you've been around them, you interacted with them, it gets to you. When you live 15 minutes away from south side of Chicago, where so many things happen, kids die, adults, women, just all the time. When you wake up every few days and your dad is telling you about another story in Chicago about a tragedy, another mother burying her son, another mother burying a young child, somebody burying a kid, or even in certain situations, a domestic dispute which led to even a baby and a mother dying. So, let's go through all this, right? So you got violence in your area, your city, and you got violence in the city not too far from yours that you hear about all the time. And then you got national violence. You got thing that happened in Buffalo. You got what happened in Texas today. You got all these shootings, the shooting in Orlando, the shooting in Parkland, the shooting in Vegas. Desensitized completely. Then, especially when it happens in your neighborhoods, in your city, people you know what you get? Survivor's guilt. How do you cope? How do you deal? We don't talk about it. We don't talk about the fact that a lot of us are traumatized. Especially because so many people we know just pass without any warning. You know, when people die from natural causes, it's like you know when they're going out. You have a chance to even grieve before they're gone. But what happens when somebody is snatched away from you right then and there? No warning. Nothing. They're not old. They just starting their life. They're not somebody with a condition. No, they're healthy. What does that do to you as a person? That makes violence seem like nothing to you because it's happening so much around you. And because it's happening, is it right? So I want to ask a lot of people, how do you cope with the things that happen in your life? So you know how I've dealt with the fact that people I know have passed away. And I'll never get to see these people again. Even if I didn't speak to them like that, I don't get to see them. I don't get to see what kind of life they have, what kind of career they get, what kind of person they marry, what kind of community they build, what kind of impact they have on the world. Nobody gets to see that. And they don't get to do that themselves. How do you cope with that? Somebody please tell me, 'cause I don't know anymore. Constantly just reveling in the fact that I'm supposed to accept all of this, you know? People die all the time. People don't die like this. Not so often. Come on, man. It's frustrating. Somebody, anybody, tell me how I'm supposed to cope. Please.